Hello Eagles Nation, Vincent Foast here, and welcome to a Week 10 Eagles Chat. We're here at Eagles Chat. We get down right to the news you want to hear on your birds. But before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe to the Eagles Chat YouTube channel, as well as following us on Instagram at Chat Eagles, where you can find daily updates on your birds, and you can also find our Instagram in the description of this Eagles Chat video. But let's get right into it. And as we all know, the Eagles went up against the Dallas Little Cowboys and won big time. Final score 34-6. So right now it looks like the Eagles went up against Woody from Toy Story looking Cowboys. I don't want to ditch on my man Woody right there, but hey, that's definitely the most pathetic I've seen the Dallas Cowboys in a while. And I tell you what, I don't have a single problem with that. This is just so beautiful to see the Cowboys struggling, their fans crying. It's a beautiful sight here in the Philadelphia area, the Delaware Valley. It is such a nice sight to see. The more the Dallas fans cry, the more America wins. But let's get more into this Eagles chat. We're first going to start off with the injury update. So who we have on the injury update is Darius Slay, and we also have as well Saquon Barkley. Now, the good news is there's no reason to worry at all. Basically what we're tracking is Darius Slay came off the field for a little bit of time yesterday, was looking like he was limping on that ankle, the same injury that he had previously. So we're just going to continue to monitor it very, very closely, because remember, the Eagles have a very, very, very short week this week, as they end up playing again on Thursday against the Commanders. So remember, this week is a lot shorter than regular weeks. So we're going to continue to monitor all these very, very closely. Again, Saquon Barkley, nothing to worry about. It was just he had a little bit of a issue with his wrist, it looked like, on the sideline yesterday. So we'll continue to monitor that very, very closely. Now, the Eagles did not practice today. That is something to say. So right now they're just estimating. They were saying that there's possible something going on with Dallas Goedert's groin, as well with Devontae Smith with his hamstring and ankle. But again, nothing to worry about. The Eagles did not practice today, so that was just things kind of floating around. But I don't want anyone to worry. There's nothing to worry about as of now. We're just going to continue to monitor things very, very closely. Make sure nothing else transpires. That's all. So make sure to follow us on Instagram for any updates on your birds in the injury column. But now, moving on to Jalen Hurts' play. So, folks, again, I understand they won. I understand Jalen Hurts was starting to get back on the right side of things once again, the more positive side of things once again. But, man, it was one of those starts again for Jalen Hurts that really had me questioning my life decisions, where Jalen Hurts, the starts, it wasn't great. He had that one interception. He was holding on to the ball too long. There were guys that once again that were open downfield, and Hurts was just not picking up on it. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some times where the offensive line really didn't do their job yesterday, where Hurts, the guys were on Hurts as fast as possible. And of course, yes, there was the sun. It was like, here we go again with the classic Jerry Jones design, where everything Jerry Jones puts his finger on seems to explode. But yeah, another one of Jerry Jones's great ideas was that AT&T Stadium, where the windows are on both sides, they perfectly line up with the sun, so it blinds both teams, not just the home team, but it also blinds the away team. So not quite sure what Jerry Jones was thinking, but I'm sure a lot of people ask what Jerry Jones is thinking, especially the Dallas fans. But yeah, some could say, yes, there was some issue with the sun, as well with the offensive line now and then having some issues. But I did see a lot, especially, like I said, in the first half, of Jalen Hurts holding onto the ball too long, hesitating. You notice when Jalen Hurts gets back in the pocket, and you know it's going to go wrong, when he gets back in the pocket and he starts hopping around doing that happy feet type of maneuver, it's almost certain that something is going to go wrong, and it's also almost certain that they're going to lose yards. So the Eagles, yes, I understand they were able to get another score in the first quarter again, but it's still a slow start. Remember, the Eagles only have 14 points in the first quarter this whole season. So yeah, the slow starts are still haunting them. They're doing a little bit better, but remember, the Eagles were only up by the Cowboys, I'm pretty sure, one score going into halftime. So that is something where they should have been up on that team. The Dallas Cowboys were giving them opportunity after opportunity yesterday to capitalize in the first half, and they just weren't taking it. They weren't capitalizing them. They could have had the Dallas Cowboys put away even worse than what they had at the final yesterday. Being 34-6 yesterday, it probably could have been even worse. And when I mean worse, it could have been up in the 50s. So, yeah, Eagles need to do a little bit better still with their starts. But overall, Hurts was able to not let that define his game. and was able to overcome that. And hey, 34-6 is still a very, very good statement against the little tiny Cowboys. So it's still something very, very nice to see that he was able to overcome those little iffy moments in the beginning and capitalize having a huge win over the little baby Cowboys. But now we're going into the offense. So we have 3 players on our Eagles Chat players of the game for offense. And that is, first one, got to give a shout out big time to Johnny Wilson. He got his first touchdown in his career, first passing touchdown in his career. So very great to see the kid get on the board, and the 6th round draft picks. Very good to see him get on the board as well with another guy that got his first, well, not first ever, but his first touchdown catch of the season for the 2024 season. Dallas Goedert got on the board as well, and someone that I really can't ignore. He didn't get any touchdowns, but he was a big piece at helping the Eagles get down the field, and that was A.J. Brown. 5 receptions, 109 yards, 21.8 yards each time he got the ball, so for an average of each play. So great job by A.J. Brown. The Eagles, once they got in the groove, they were pretty much unstoppable. The Cowboys were struggling all over the place yesterday, whether it was on offense or defense. They were just straight up a mess. And it's kind of strange. You look back last year, the Cowboys were undefeated in the regular season at AT&T Stadium. Now, they are, let's just say, haven't gotten a single win. I struggled a little bit with that one. But yeah, they haven't gotten a single win. So they went from being undefeated to being completely defeated at AT&T Stadium. So that's quite an interesting change for Jerry Jones and the boys down in Dallas. But I tell you what, yeah, they're still small, and they're still something that is not going to, let's just say, we're glad to see them finally, the Cowboys fans, finally just brought to the expectations of that franchise, where the luck seems to finally ran out. I understand they have injuries, but yeah, even when Dak Prescott was in, it was not something to really write home about. So beautiful to see this once again. I'm just so happy. It's awesome, and I know the whole Delaware Valley just loves to see it. But now, moving on to the defense. So first thing I got to bring up for the defense was this big statement. The Eagles had 5 takeaways during yesterday's game. 4 of those takeaways were forced fumbles, and then the one that wasn't a forced fumble was the interception by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So I tell you what, the birds were everywhere. And let's get into our defensive players of the game. First being, big one right here, Cooper DeJean, who was all over the place, as well with Zach Bond, who seems to be on Eagles Chat every single week. And I tell you what, he is 100% deserved at the linebacker, who was thought to really was just overlooked in New Orleans. They didn't really pay any attention to him, has come to Philly and been an absolute huge statement for the Birds, performing better and better each and every week, and is just straight up a statement player saying, hey, I'm not going to mess around. And yeah, he is not indeed messing around. Incredible player right here. And yeah, both these guys up here got 2 of the forced fumbles. The other guys getting it was Milton Williams, who got a forced fumble, and as well with Reed Blankenship. So yeah, Zach Bond, Cooper DeJean, Milton Williams, Reed Blankenship all got those 4 forced fumbles. And then, like I said, C.J. Gardner-Johnson got the interception. So quite a statement for the defense yesterday, not even letting them get a touchdown. All they got was 2 field goals. And yeah, that was pretty much all she wrote for the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Rush, yeah, now he has 2 losses, and he's 5-2. And let me see, those 2 losses are against the Eagles. So yes, great game by the defense. They definitely showed up, made a huge statement. Vic Fangio really showing out with this D-line. Having, as well with just incredible performance. Clint Hurt with that D-line. It was a little shaky at the beginning, but I tell you what, like I said, the defensive line coach right there, Clint Hurt's really been working with them. And I think, again, I keep saying his name, Clint Hurt did an incredible job with improving this defensive line, which, again, was not looking that great at the beginning of the season. They've been doing a lot better with pressure, and it's been something that is just a pleasure to watch each and every week. They've been getting better each and every week. And I tell you what, yeah, Philadelphia Eagles are back, and they are dangerous 100%. But here we go. Week number 11. What is going on? This season is flying like crazy. Thanksgiving is going to be here before you know it. And yeah, next Eagles Chat will be in, a few days, as the Eagles will be on Thursday Night Football, primetime game, November 14th. So yeah, 2 Eagles Chats in 1 week. 2 games in 1 week. So, yeah, the Birds have a little bit to do. They got only so many days to settle down and get ready for the next one, but this will be in South Philadelphia at the Link. So hopefully the Birds can take care of business against the Washington Commanders, which right now, these two are the juggernauts of the NFC East. Eagles being 7-2. Now, the Eagles they did indeed take the lead yesterday in the division. They are now first place, but that's because the Commanders finally got a loss. They are 7-3. The Eagles are 7-2. But remember, the Washington Commanders didn't have their bye week yet, which explains why they have one more game than the Birds do. So this is going to be a big statement game. The Eagles, I understand they have a short week off right here. They have a very, very short week. But this is a time you got to prepare, got to get fired up. And this is definitely, again, this is a statement game because this is, I mean, yes, you've been getting wins like crazy. You got 5 wins in a row. But if you win this game right here, that's going to send out a huge sound effect and a huge ripple effect to the whole NFL saying, hey, yes, we just played Sunday and we're playing again here on Thursday immediately, but we're not a team to mess around. We'll beat you no matter what happens. And again, like I said, this is something to prove right here for the Birds. Hopefully they show out in front of the beautiful Philly faithful in South Philadelphia. But that's all for me here for this Week 10 Eagles Chat. The Eagles were able to get the job done 100%, knocking off the tiny little Cowboys. And so great to get their first win at AT&T Stadium since 2017. Let that sink in for a little bit. Since Carson Wentz. And also, what happened in the 2017 season? I wonder what happened. Yeah. But hopefully, let's just say, hopefully they can repeat what happened in the 2017 season. That is to remain a mystery as of right now. But hopefully the Eagles figure out that mystery more and more each and every week into the future. That's all for me, folks. Hope you enjoyed this Eagles Chat, and I will see you back here again on Friday to cover this Thursday night football game with the Birds and the Commanders face off at the Link in South Philadelphia. That's all for me, and as always, go Birds! Have a good week, everybody, and I'll see you back here in only a few days. Have a good one.